Hello, everyone. It is Pat coming back for take two of November Angels and Energies. Um, I had started a live a few minutes ago and then I got interrupted, thought I'd turn the video off, and I didn't. But, anyways, I'm back. And there should be no interruptions this time. So, anyways, I'm Pat. If you're new to the channel, I do some angel oracle card readings and sometimes live meditations to help us tune into higher spiritual energies and what their messages are for us, and to help us decompress from the week and reclaim our sense of peace and groundedness. So, but every month I like to do a little, look into what energies are coming in for the month, and the angels that we can work with the Archangel Oracle card deck. So, since I had tried already to do this video, I had already gotten some cards when I was shuffling and asking for the month of November, and they were pretty interesting. Now, we did just come off a full moon. I'm sorry, not a full moon, a new moon on October 25th. So new moons are generally great times to start new things. But starting new things, along with that comes, endings come before beginnings. So there may be a bit of that going on, and we're coming into Halloween here in the United States on Monday, and this is typically that time that is known to be when the veil is the thinnest. So part of our message from the October reading was to pay attention to your intuition. It's really heightened right now. Okay. So, but who are the angels? What angel cards came up for us? What angels can we work with? Who's working with us this month? Who's overseeing us? Who can we call on for help? The first one that came out is Archangel Ariel with this message of prosperity. So what I feel about that, when she shows up with this cornucopia, this is real tangible money, spendable money coming in. So if there are some of you out there who are watching this who have been feeling a bit like you're going paycheck to paycheck, or that funds have been spread a bit thin or tight, this may indicate that there's some relief from that, coming in, that there's maybe a little bonus, or, maybe some unexpected income. November for us here in the United States is when we celebrate Thanksgiving, and it's when we celebrate the abundance that we do already have. And we share it with others. That's what a lot of what Thanksgiving is all about. So I do get a fleeting sense too that this may be some government money that's coming through to people. I know here in the U.S. there's been talk about increasing Social Security, but I'm not sure that that's coming in this month as much as it might be, it's being voted on and coming in next year. I'm not entirely up on the timeline on that, but I don't know. It was a sense that it might be some kind of governmental refund, or I forget what those checks they were sending out to us before during COVID, relief checks or something like that. But anyways, it might be something along those lines. But it also, the card says your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So there may be something that you've been interested in getting into, whatever, that may actually be more income generating for you than what you think. Okay. So if you've been afraid of making a change, or afraid of getting into something because of you're concerned about the funds, or, being financially supported. Well, first of all, Ariel is an archangel you can call upon for that. What I learned about her was that she is very connected to the material plane and can help us with manifesting material supply. She has, interestingly, she has a color very similar to this coat on that I have on. It's, it's kind of like a light blush pink to her energy. But we can call on her, and an affirmation that's really good to work with is to think about, how to claim that you are financially supported as you make a change in your life. So, Ariel is around and with us and coming into November. So maybe some of you are getting some work bonuses out there. I can hear my kitty yelling at me. If you hear my kitty, she's she's calling on me. Hang on. You guys are very patient with me when you watch my videos, my fur baby. And her name is Angel too. I did not name her that. My kids named her that when she was a baby, but it just stuck. So I'm sure she'll be making an appearance before too long. Another angel that's working with us is Archangel Raziel with this message of spiritual understanding. And it says, I'm bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So those of you who out there who are seeing, to me, this feels like when you see those repeated number sequences that give you messages about stuff, or you're seeing signs and symbols and things that have lots of meaning for you. I mean, it also is an indication of spiritual study. Raziel is that angel who helps us to understand those metaphysical and spiritual concepts that are a little bit more difficult for us. My fur baby is saying hello. Say hello, Angel. Say hi to everybody. Her tail is going to make its presence known. Say hi. Say hi. You coming to say hello to everybody? So when this might indicate that you're delving more into that. And look at, this is like a Merkaba that he has above him. And the dove of peace is sitting right above that. Because oftentimes when we delve into spiritual and metaphysical topics, and it enhances our understanding of them, as well as meditative practices, it does enhance our own personal peace. And so many of us are looking for that right now in our world, in this time where people are very, very reactive because of political divisiveness and things of that nature. So, okay, let's see. We also have the Archangel Uriel showing up for us. And actually, the last two cards that came out today were from him on a similar subject. We have claircognizance and brilliant idea. So Archangel Uriel is an angel who works with our intellect. He helps us with remembering things. And oftentimes, if we call on him for help, he'll light up the way. For those of you who have cats, this is a common practice. They want your attention, so they just whap their tail in your face. Anyways, he works with us through our intellect. And when we work with his energy, we often will get ideas. Angels do, when you call on them and you quiet your mind, and then maybe say you go out about your business, you will find that you suddenly get a fresh idea about something, where to look, someone to call, someplace to go. I've often had that happen. Brilliant ideas says, yes, your idea is divinely guided. This is that aha moment. Like, oh yeah, that's what I should do. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. And the claircognizance is, again, reminding us to pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that are coming to you as they're answered prayers. Claircognizance is that element of that channel of communication. When we talk about psychic and intuitive information, okay, there's a few channels that comes through. We get it through clairvoyance, which is what we see, clairaudience, what we hear, clairsentience, what we feel, and then there's claircognizance, which is really just direct knowing. You don't know how you just know. And that's oftentimes how angels, sometimes the easiest way for them to get through to us is to drop a thought or an idea to us. So let's see. I'm getting something here about changing the way you do things. There's some new ideas that maybe making changes in your routine, or you might be bringing changes into your life. Hello, Angel. They like to see your face, not just your tail. Lift your head up. Say hello. um, anyway, so those are some of our angels for this week. Okay. Oh, not this week, this month, overseeing us for this month. Um, a lot of new ideas coming in and spiritual understanding as well as prosperity. Maybe your idea is the next big idea. Who knows? Right? So let's see. What else do we want to pick on and call on here? I'm going to use the map. I also realized that last month I spoke to you about using my mermaid deck, and I think I ended the video without calling on the mermaid deck. So I have it across the way. I did pull from these little angel cards. These are the cute little things by Tony Carmine Salerno. I believe they're done by. And for us popped this message of divine mystery, okay, which says, you along with the sun, earth, moon, and stars are part of one creation, a divine mystery unfolding each moment. Be present and feel the power of now. Be in the moment and witness the wonder of it all. So, you know, when a card like that pops up, it's, you know, maybe we're going to be experiencing something this month that just, you know, maybe something miraculous that inspires us with awe, and we just want to be present with that. You know, sometimes as you go and you're walking along at night and you look up at the sky, sometimes you do see something that is just, wow, that is incredible. Like, it's just so cool. And you just want to be present with it. That's what this card is. And it might be your own unfoldment. It might be new awakenings, new clarity, new enlightenment that's coming to you. And be present with it and observe it and be in that power, in the power of the now, and of witnessing the wonder of it all. And there's peace. Okay. No matter where you are or what you're doing, inner peace is always possible. All it takes is a subtle shift in awareness. Think, love, and peace will follow. Okay. So we've got some wonderful energies coming in this month. Let's see what the map has for us. I always love working with these cards, and actually doing these readings sometimes lifts my energy up too, just by calling the angels in and asking, hey, what do we need to know? What would you like us to know? Let's call in the spirit of the map. The enchanted map. Since this is Halloween and it's an enchanting, interesting time. Where I live, there's a lot going on for Halloween. I got 2 bowls of candy, and I still don't know if I have enough for all the people that may be coming through my neighborhood. I'm not sure what it's like where you are. And I want to take a moment to send blessings and healing and you know, just a moment to send love to the people in, I want to say it was in Korea. There was some kind of Halloween event that was going on, and there was some kind of stampede, and a lot of people got killed and injured from it. I don't know all the full details of it yet, but it just seems like a very strange event or thing that happened. And, you know, those messages of peace and the mystery and Raziel with spiritual understanding. I feel like the angels are trying to work with us to lift us up, because it can be very easy to get caught up in, you know, the stories that are going on out there. There are a lot of tragedies, but there's also a lot of good that's going on at the same time. And this world is always going to be a balance of both. There's always going to be tragedies going on, as well as wonderful, miraculous, and heartwarming things as well. And to keep us from spiraling down into a place where we're worried, afraid, anxious, or bothered by what's going on in the world, we need to also have a way to lift ourselves up again. And that's why I reach out to these types of cards. All right. What do we need to know? What do you wish them to know? Okay. We have the Wizard of Awareness. This is about again, bringing your awareness and your observation to things. It's a very, very interesting card, telling you to take note, um, maybe be more of a witness to things, an observer. Okay. Um, Mindfulness. Okay. It's about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. But it also is about your inner environment as well. Okay. And it's about being that observer. Take a step back, observe what's going on in the world around you, but also within yourself. Um, and let it be. Watch things unfold and see what awarenesses that brings to you. I have a cat who wants some water. So, anyways, and sometimes when we, step back and become that observer and step out of what our own mind is spiraling into, we notice a lot more of the good, the abundance, and um, what is really going on. Okay. And it brings us new clarity about things. So, but the important part of it is being neutral, like not when you were being that observer, not to be making judgments. So we have some interesting energies coming up this month. Now, let's take a look at the week ahead. What does Halloween and the let's see, and this entrance into November bring into this week? What do we need to know about what's going on? All right, let's switch over to the Wisdom of the Oracle and ask Spirit for a message about this upcoming week. Today, the 30th through November 5th. What do we need to know for the upcoming week? It's about healing. There's a lot of healing going on, okay? Mending. This can be physical healing. This can be healing of relationships. It can be about healing the inner you. It can be us healing as a nation, a people, healing from, what's going on. I mean, we know in the news that our Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi's husband, was very brutally attacked. I mentioned those people in Seoul. I also sense that there's something to do with animals, and I'm not sure if it's animals where something's happened to them, a tragedy that's happened to the animals. But I also got a wind in there too of a brief thing about animals themselves are healing. So I'm interested to see that. I got I got a brief hit about both sides of that, but and mending is also about forgiving and letting go and moving on. And if possible, perhaps making amends with someone or being open to them making amends to you. Sometimes in some situations that's not always possible, in which case this card is about finding a sense of peace with something to move on from it. Higher power. We are spending time this week praying and connecting with the God of our understanding, seeking spiritual help. That's what this card is about. Most of us understand that we look to God for help and guidance. A lot of people do. And or whatever you consider to be that higher power. It can be your higher self, whatever you call it. But it's about taking the time out to connect with that, which a lot of people do as they're healing, And let's see. Being flexible. Flexibility. Okay. It may be that this week demands some flexibility on your part. And It's, combined with the other cards of mending and healing and connecting to higher power, the divine, flexibility may have to do with being a little bit more open and understanding and cooperating with people. Um, I mean, a lot of times when this card, it makes a metaphorical reference to trees, how they can bend and sway in the wind, and that keeps them from breaking during strong winds. And sometimes that's what's required of us, is our flexibility and our willingness to not be rigid. Rigid structures get knocked over quite often. Anything else we need to know? Anything else we need to know? So as you find yourself healing in your own heart and mind, take the time to meditate and pray and ask for help for what maybe you need to learn from the experience or what you might need to do to heal your own heart or body, whatever that may be. Call in that power greater than yourself to help with whatever's going on for you. And be open and flexible because sometimes their answers aren't always what we think they are, or perhaps what we think they should be or are hoping for. Sometimes their answers can show up a little bit differently. So being open and flexible. All right. Those are our messages that I get for this coming week. And I'm just looking to see if there's any additional information in here. Let's see. Being adaptable without compromising. Yeah. Yeah. It just says relax and open up to other possibilities. And spirit may have much better plans for you. Okay. So it could be a job that you hadn't thought of, a new source of money, or some other opportunity that eluded your imagination. So that's sort of connected to the other messages that we got coming up for this month. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Appreciate you being here. And if you enjoyed today's message and card readings and watching the videos, please hit the like button. And if you're new, maybe subscribe if you are not currently. And again, thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to talking with you again soon. Take care, everyone.